First of all, how excited to be back with the current, but also how excited to be going off with the futures.
Yeah, I was talking to a bunch of the girls and most of the coaching staff yesterday, and I was just talking about how excited I am to get season started again. I mean, I can't even put it into words. Like, we had so much fun last year that I'm just looking forward to this year, and everything's more familiar now, which is more exciting. But to go with the futures as well, I think, not to speak for both of us, but I think we are both, like, absolutely ecstatic. Of course, it's kind of like mixed emotions, like you would like to be with the team, but always, like, you would never turn down an opportunity like this.
Yeah, and just to bounce off what she said, the energy that we have right now in the locker room, in the meeting rooms, it's awesome. And obviously last year was so much fun, but we're just ready to keep going this year. And there's so much more to do this year that we're ready to show that we have. And then same thing, like going to the Futures Camp's going to be awesome. It stinks to leave the team in preseason, but it's just a week and a half, so we'll be back with them soon. And hopefully we can bring some stuff that we learned at camp back to the team and raise the level when we get back.
Blanco talked a lot about laying the foundation last year and now being better this year. How much has he already talked about that?
Yeah, we touched on it this morning, kind of like reflecting upon last year and how we were really, there's a lot of things to be proud of, although our season ended on a loss. And knowing that we built technically our foundation last year, and going into this year, it's all about fine tuning, making sure our newbies can fit in as well and put their most in every training session, game, whatever it is. I think knowing that our ceiling is still so much higher and it's just technically our second year under him is really something everyone should be excited for.
Yeah, as a team, we have standards, and we're here to set them, hold them, and just keep growing. So we're all excited to do that.
Julian?
Claire, well, first of all, both of you, congratulations.
Thank you.
Claire, just coming back as a second year, how different was your prep than rookie year? You had like a long year,
Yeah.
Personally, being called up a couple times here and there, but just how different are you approaching this, or are you approaching it differently at all?
Yeah, I think I talked to a lot of people during the off season, just reflecting on my first year, and I just kind of see last year almost as like a trial and error year. There's a lot of stuff I didn't know coming into it, but it was always day by day, and I think that's the same for now this next year. You take it day by day. Blocko's huge on that, game by game, practice by practice. If you start looking ahead to the future, you're going to start skipping the little steps that make you so great and make our team so great. So I think that's the biggest thing, just staying in the moment, staying present with the team, with myself, with the coaching staff, and even just family and friends. Like, be where I am, be where my feet are. That's from year one. I'll take that to year two. But now into this next year, not a rookie anymore. I don't have that title. Kind of like a veteran. It's kind of weird to think about. Yeah, I still got junior as the name, but it's still fun. Like, it's, I don't know, I think there's a different type of energy that I have to bring now, because there are other players that now look up to me a little bit as I looked up to Coop last year. It's the same type of thing. So it's just, in that sense, there's a little bit more to it than just being a rookie and coming in and be like, okay, like, new day, new year. Now this is like where we are today. So just building upon that.
And Coop, speaking of the progression, you're just continuing to thrive year after year, but looking at the Futures Camp,
Yep.
Talk about how that experience, like what your goals are for that, because you will be on the older side
Yeah.
of Futures Camp, and the first team's going to be on the field next to you. Just like, what are your goals, what are your expectations?
Yeah, honestly, when I was younger, like my rookie year and a little bit in the beginning of last year, I think a big conversation was always like national team. And I always try to remind myself, like, I'm literally just turned 22 a month ago. Like, I need to relax and everyone else around me needs to relax. But like, it is good to know that there's that pressure, because it's kind of an expectation in a way, which like I do have for myself as well. But speaking in terms of Futures Camp, knowing that I have that opportunity and that I am someone they also look forward to for the future, and like, I just don't want to get too ahead of myself, but it's definitely something that I'm super excited for. And in previous years, I'd really stressed myself out about it. And honestly, now I just want to like go have fun. And like, when you have fun is when you play better. So I just hope it all like falls into place, honestly.
Can each of you reflect on the impact that Temla made last year? And in the semifinal match, the opponent was pretty physical with her, and obviously she's going to have more of a target on her back this year. How do you feel she will be equipped to handle that?
Yeah, I think obviously she's in her second year, and knowing what she did last year first of all, other teams will be technically, hopefully, maybe more prepared. If not, win for us. That's totally okay. But I also think for her, she's prepared for it as well. She's not a rookie to soccer. She's not 19 years old. She knows how it goes. And I think that's something she's like...
Those age.
Yeah.
Come on now. Careful what you're saying.
I think she's prepared for it. I think it's expected. She knows she has a target on her back. She knows that her being part of this club, this organization, we as a whole have a target on our backs, and we will be prepared to defend her, stand up for her whenever needed.
Yeah, I agree. And I think just who she is as a person, not even on the field, she's willing to take advice from us. She's willing to take advice from the coaches, and she knows that we have her back. So we're a team, we're a family. She's going to scrap for us. We're going to scrap for her. And she'll put her body on the line. We'll put our bodies on the line for her. So I think just as a person that she is, how humble she is, and just how much we all want it, and we want this championship this coming year. I think we're ready. Like, we're ready for whatever's coming for us. If someone's going for her teammates, like, you better believe it. Like, we will be right there by her side.
Anybody else? Oh, Julie. For both of you, but offensively first, Cooper, can you talk a little bit about just how good of a feeling it is to go into camp knowing that people are healthy and your offensive unit is in fact intact? Like, the sky's the limit with you guys? Just can you talk about like how you're approaching that?
Yeah, I think you kind of said it, like the sky's the limit. And we harped a lot on last year, like the importance of scoring goals and making sure that we're doing the right things offensively. And I think clearly we did that. We had like an outstanding year offensively, and that's a testament to like everyone from top to bottom. And I think this year we also want to hone more in on our defensive side. It is super important we lead the press, so making sure that we are doing the right things right off the bat to set the standard from the front line all the way down to our goalkeepers. So knowing that we're all intact and we're all super healthy and going into camp, I think we're all super excited because this is one of the first times we've had all of us just ready to go in preseason. So we're looking forward to it.
And then on the flip, like defensively, Claire, like obviously Alana coming in, Kayla coming in like mid-season. Just can you talk a little bit about how differently this beginning of the year could be for you guys?
Yeah, I think, like you said, we got new players coming in August, so we were just building as a team last year, and I think that's just amazing to see. Like, last year was our building year, and look at what we did. Like, look how far we went, how good of a team culture we created. So now this year we have this foundation that we're just going to continue building upon, and we have such amazing players, people, and just such a good group. And to know that last year was just the start and just kind of putting all these bricks together, and now we can start layering and building this whole fortress. It's going to be incredible this year.